Hi guys, this is a Crystal Hollows guide. Basically, we're just going to do a basic run through of quick Crystal Hollows. Start from the beginning. So first of all, you have to have Heart of the Mountain 3 to actually enter Crystal Hollows. Yeah. So you basically go straight, talk to Gwendolyn, put you in a minecart, but you can bypass the minecart by clicking that. So you basically either start at X 800, 200, or Z 800, 200. You're always going to start on the very edge, and the Crystal Halls is basically a giant square. So there's 4 sections, and in the very center is the Crystal Nucleus. The 4 sections are Mithril Deposits, Precursor, the Jungle, and Goblin are going to require you to do something in one of those sections. The first thing I'd recommend, get a pigeon. Royal Pigeon. It costs like 9 mil, and you can access all the quests immediately from wherever you are. It doesn't matter. So for example, I have to slay some Yogs and Treasurite members. Treasurite members is exactly where I'm at in Mithril Deposits. It's any of the mobs in the Mithril Deposits. If I kill like 13 of these guys, then I finish the quest and get 400 experience for the Heart of the Mountain, which is actually decent. It's 4 times more than the regular Dwarven mines, so once you hit Heart of the Mountain 3, definitely do it. Half the quests are not going to be mining, half of them are like combat actually. So you'll definitely want some decent gear. F7 gear would kind of help, or at least F6 I guess. The set I would recommend, because mining crystals takes a while, and like a third of the quests are going to be about mining crystals, at least. Like, this is since I'm Heart of the Mountain 6 and I have some decent gear, I mine it that fast. If it would take like 6 seconds every time I mined it, if I just started off, like when I first started. So let's turn that in. So you have to do, this is a boss. I don't know where he is. So if like somebody knew the chords, like you can ask somebody and find it. But otherwise I usually skip this one. But there's a trick using Boss Corleone, but we won't get into that. So Sapphire Crystals. So we have to go to the very middle is going to be 500, 500 XY, or XZ I mean, and the Y goes from 31 to like 180. To mine Sapphire Crystals, it would have to be in the like 500, 800, and 500, 800. There's 2 ways of doing that. You could either like, I'm not that far away, so if I went in the Z direction this way, yeah, if I went that way, if there was an entrance like immediately, I would do that. If I don't see one immediately, there's another trick I can use, and that would be this trick. So you just click the minecart and then click the minecart again, and you'll end up in a different section usually. Anyway, the general idea, you'd kind of want to rush quests initially until you get at least Heart of the Mountain 6. You won't be making money until Heart of the Mountain 6. So it's not, well, it's not exactly true, but you make a lot more money. And even after 6, like, you kind of want to get to 7. Okay, we're finally here. So basically I have to mine enough of these. It says 1,000 gemstones, but like everything you mine is like, I don't know, like 80 or something. I don't know, something like that. And pristine enchant is actually like, so flawed sapphire is like requires 80 of the like uncut or whatever sapphires, like the regular sapphires. So the pristine bonus basically gives you like 20 times as much gems for mining the same exact thing. So definitely try to get pristine, because it's like 20 times more money. And so the more pristine you have, the more money you'll make, basically. Same goes for mining fortune. you want a decent mining fortune, and that'll... Oh, so structures. So the layout of the Crystal Hollows is there's all these tunnels going throughout the whole thing, and the tunnel system is actually it stays the same like every single time, but then there's the structures, and they're randomly generated, and so you don't know where the structures are going to be. On the plus side, once you so the structures generally will have like 1 or 2 chests. So if you memorize what the structure is and where the chest is, it will always be there when you find the structure. So it's kind of like, even though the structures are random, well, so there would normally be a chest here, but it got cut off. Anyway, so even though the structures are randomly like generated in a location, the actual location of the chests within the structure will always be consistent. So once you find the structure, and the more you memorize structures, the faster you'll get chests, basically. And chests are the best way to get mithril, so I definitely recommend memorizing them. I guess that's about it for the initial guide. So the equipment you'll want, AotE, at least. You'll want some sort of weapon. Something you want to be able to one-shot all the mobs. The mobs aren't really that tanky. Like, I think the automatons are the hardest, and they have like 15k HP. Some of them can have like 20k. There's 2 bosses. One is the Bal boss, and one is Corleone. Corleone has like 1,000,000 hit points, but he doesn't do much damage, so it's kind of easy actually to kill him. The other boss is Bal. He doesn't do much damage either, but the mobs around him kind of do. So you kind of want some tanky armor for the mobs around him. And Bal is kind of difficult in the fact that you have to hit him 200 times. So, like, it doesn't matter how much damage you do. It's not based on damage. It's just based on attack speed. So, I guess the most consistent way would be, like, you can get a Bal pet and like go up to him with like a livid dagger probably, and tiger and all that stuff, and then like maybe do a lot more damage faster because you have to hit it 200 times. You could also use bows, I guess. So 3 pets you'd want a Bal pet, so that when you're in the bottom, so underneath like Y60 is like this magma area, and that's where you'll find the let's go to the center crystal nucleus, just so you can get a feel for... I'm about to die. I am definitely gonna die. So just so you can get a feel for... So you go that way and this way. So crystal nucleus is always towards 500. So you always want to hit F3. Oh, look at this. Actually let's just get this quest along the way. There's 2 ways of doing it. You can actually grind, which it's very expensive to buy all the parts, so I recommend most people grind it. I am going to bypass that, basically because I'm here anyway, and I'm a little too lazy. So there's 5 crystal quests, and if you do all 5, then you can turn them in, and you can get your you turn them into the crystal nucleus, and you can get a lot of cool stuff from that. So let's try getting this crystal. I think after that I'll cut it short. After we end up in crystal nucleus, I'll just show you what it looks like, and then I will end the video here. This is probably going to be a series, progressively getting more advanced over time. Okay, so you can actually buy these, but it's at least 200. I would say average of like 300k each, because one of them costs 500k for whatever reason. I think it's rarer than the others. Oh, I typed it in wrong. So there's 6 pieces, so, oh jeez. Yeah, see, 250, what else? So, FTX. So I don't recommend buying all this stuff. I would actually recommend getting a Black Cat to go around the dungeons faster, and also Magic Find, so you can get these drops faster from mobs. Alright. And you get it from automatons, which are the mobs around here. Yeah, this is the expensive one, the reflector. So motor. And so actually people will grind automatons for cash, because I think it can make up to 8 mil an hour, which is pretty decent. Alright. I mean, you can tell, because like you get one of these drops and you're averaging like 300k per drop. Alright, let's do that. Turn this in. Oops. So let's do this and this. 1, 2. This is just one of the 4 quests. So there's 5 crystal quests. This is one of them. He unlocks this. Oops. Let's get the weapon out so we don't die. Okay. And then you basically just click on the crystal and you get the crystal. So, and then if you're wondering what crystals you already have, you can just open this. Let's see. I think you open up the Pigeon. It should show you, or maybe it's the Heart of the Mountain that you open up. Yeah, there. So we're missing the Topaz, and once I get Topaz, which should be by killing Yogg at the bottom of the map, then you can go to the Crystal Nucleus, and let's see if we can find the general area for that. I'm like considering doing it, but I'm also considering just ending the video here. Oops. Okay, so this way and this way. Oh, okay. So it's destruction. Unfortunately, you died. So I'm just gonna end the video here, actually. Thanks for watching. So basically, you go to the middle. That's where all the quests are. Let me just take this off so I can properly. Hello. All right. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Go to the middle, and that's the center called Crystal Nucleus, where you can turn in all the quests. There's some tricks, but we'll get into that later. Anyway, have a great day. That's my first video on Crystal Hollows.